Some users have disabilities that affect their balance. They can feel dizzy and unstable because of issues with their inner ear, which is what controls a person's balance. Users also have disabilities like ADHD that affect their focus. Now, how does this relate to the movement in your website content? Well, adding movement to your website can be a real problem for users who have disabilities that affect their balance. It can trigger dizziness or even motion sickness. For users with ADHD, it can be distracting and make it difficult to focus. Movement on a website can be content fading in, a carousel slider, animated button, parallax scroll, or video, to name a few. There are easy design strategies you can use to create a safe and accessible website for your users. They are: indicate what movement will happen when someone takes action, provide a way to turn off any animations or movements, and use CSS or JavaScript to disable animations for users who have selected that they prefer reduced motion in their settings. Let's go over an example of each of these strategies. We'll start with indicating what movement will happen when someone triggers an action. Often you can communicate movement that will happen through simple visuals and following design norms. For example, this website has images at the top that use arrows as buttons to communicate that if you select the arrow, you'll slide to the next image. In this example, the website has a standard play button design that communicates a video will start if you select it. Next, let's go over provide a way to pause or stop the movement at any point. This is often done by adding a pause button. This is necessary when the movement happens automatically and lasts more than 5 seconds. Our first example is a slider carousel that starts automatically and never stops, so it does last more than 5 seconds. It has a pause button in the bottom left of the slider, which stops the automated movement. Another example is this website that uses a video as a background. Again, it starts automatically and never stops. In the bottom right is a pause icon that lets users pause the automated video. The last strategy is to code reduced motion considerations in your CSS or JavaScript. In your CSS, you'll use the prefers reduced motion media query. In your JavaScript, you'll use the window match media method. For more information on how to code these and code examples, check out our article linked below. Coding an alternative experience is an easy way to stop or reduce motion that could cause an issue before it even starts. Even if you use prefers reduced motion techniques, you'll still need to add a pause option for movement or animation that lasts more than 5 seconds. That way, users who don't have this setting on still have the option to stop the animation. Let's go over an example. This pulsing red dot signifies that recording is in progress. But if the user has reduced motion settings on, then the pulsating dot stops and there's text that says recording instead. Another example is to use prefers reduced motion to stop decorative movement. This content has a decorative line animation that makes a bow in the company's logo when the page first loads. But if a user has prefers reduced motion on, the end result of the logo with the bow is already there when the page loads without the animation. To test your code, you can emulate reduced motion settings in Chrome DevTools, or turn the setting on your computer preferences. To test it in Chrome, right-click anywhere on the page and select Inspect. Then select the Customize and Control DevTools 3 dots icon. Now hover over More Tools and select Rendering. Scroll down to emulate CSS feature Prefers Reduced Motion and select Prefers Reduced Motion from the dropdown. Learn how to change reduced motion on your computer in our article linked below. You're ready to design websites with more accessible movement and animation. Remember to subscribe for more accessibility videos.